Alright, yeah, and welcome back to some more Rimworld Beta 18 with the Medieval Times mod. So, what are we doing today? Well, food is sorted, so yeah. We probably want to do the rest of this defensive bit. In fact, there's a bit of roof that they haven't removed at the moment. It has not been set. There we go. For some reason they build a roof over the deep water, which makes it look really weird. So I'm just going to get rid of that. We're also going to be deconstructing bits of the wall as well to replace them with parapets as well. These crenellated parapets. So that we can shoot over and we don't all just huddle in this corner here, which is pretty much what we want to prevent. We are actually taming... Oh, no, never mind. We still have not tamed the polar bear. Ridiculous. Right. I do want to kind of sort out maybe efficiency on a few things as well. So we did talk about getting the tailoring station a little bit more efficient, and the way to do that is essentially by getting like combat stands to hold clothing that matches. Let's do it like that. That matches the quality of things that we're going to be disassembling. Because we've got the materials to build here, and we got the disassembling stuff here, and if they make something that wants to be kept, then it goes here. Otherwise, they can just put it straight here to disassemble again. That's the idea at the very least. And it looks like those parapets are almost finished. Well, the walls being removed for the parapets. So, slap them in there. Hopefully they don't look ridiculous like the blueprints make them look. We'll see about that, won't we? This should be okay, though. Let us see. Come on, join together normally. Ugh. Ugh. They kind of look stupid. Okay. Okay, let's rethink this. Oh, you're not going to join on the wall, are you? I don't really want it all exposed, though, because I want our colonists to be able to take cover behind something. And this is 65% cover effectiveness, and I think this is a little bit more, isn't it? This won't tell you, but I'm pretty sure it's a hell of a lot more. But, yeah, that just looks silly. I'm going to have to rethink what we do with that, because I don't really like the look of it. And if I don't really like the look of it, that means it's probably dead to me. Val, you've got nothing to do. Okay, well, we'll figure out some sort of job for you here, then. Let's get rid of all that stuff. Leave the hand tools there, because honestly they're used quite a lot. I'm thinking what I'll get you to do then is to make some weapons of some sort. Make short swords. Do until we have 5. And then unpause at 3, I guess. That'll give Val something to do. Should have the steel for it. Yeah, we can sell the swords in order to make back our money on the steel that we've used. Hopefully, as long as they don't disassemble things. In fact, should probably get rid of the disassembled weapons in terms of quality order. Alright, we're also adding some more trees to our colony as well, because wood is actually quite important, and the barren wasteland that is our world is no longer really giving us the wood that we desire. Speaking of, we probably need to go and chop some more, but every single time I do this we have to go further and further out from the base, and it just takes so long. Ooh, there's a prison bed there that needs changing to a prison room. Have these been set to... yeah, not take any fuel. Good, 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 good. Means that they're not running off. And this does need a copy in there. Though we're not actually using it right now, you should probably still just have one on the off chance that we need it. And everywhere else should still have one. Yep. Looks to be the case. We could do with putting a path down here, actually. Maybe it's time for that. Let's go floors. This is granite flagstone. So the idea is having a path that goes probably like this, and then along the way we'll get rid of a few pieces like so. We'll have one there. One on this corner here. 2 along there. We'll try it like that. We'll see how that looks. Also, chop that tree down. I think I intentionally left this at one point because it was an extra security buff, but honestly it just bugs me. So I'm going to leave it. Get rid of it. So, other than that, we've actually finished our deep water along the outskirts here, which is interesting enough. Let me get rid of that plan. I'm sure that's been there since the inception of this base. It needs to go. How's our stuff coming along? 99% on the corn plant, so we're really quite close to harvesting all of that. I want to even this out, so I'm going to turn off allow sowing so that these are all even again, because our animals have been having the way with them. It just means that I can't really tell how quickly they're going to be before they harvest, because like 3 of them are ready to go, and then 15 are almost ready, and 30 are just nowhere near. It's very annoying. So if we don't allow sowing, we'll harvest them all before we start them up again. Might want to do the same with the corn plant, looking at the state of it. I don't think it's as bad actually though. So you know what? Never mind. We do actually, we've forgotten about this bit here. So we'll get that extension there. Bit there. Fill that one in. Fill that in. It's so weird getting this right. And even then I don't think I've got it right most of the time. I wish there was like a worn granite flagstone flooring that we could pick that does the same sort of thing but just has that look that I'm looking for. The kind of been walked over so much that it's not really there anymore kind of look. But I mean, it kind of looks what I wanted to around here. So there's that at least. Get rid of that bit. Oh, this perfect square. Ugh. Hate it. I'll have to figure out something there. Fall has begun. Oh no. We got 811 corn in that time. We've still got a fair bit of time though before we actually can't grow anymore. So, not too much of a problem there to be honest. Where's all that wood that we chopped? Is that already gone? What did you do with all my wood, colonists? You just left an empty patch of soil. And there's no wood on this list unless I'm not opening the right tab. Fine, chop more. Well, it clearly went towards refueling, which we have the 35 chunks over here to prove that. Normal quality short swords. Okay. Is that the first one you've made, Val? Now, they do take quite a while to finish, actually, so that makes quite a fair bit of sense. Fair enough. I'll let you off. This has to stop, though. I think the way to do this is to reclaim soil. No? Ugh. I'm gonna have to fill it in with flagstone. There we go. Do that instead then, I guess. It just looks so weird. Which means I'm gonna have to get that bit and all. Fine, if you're making me. Ooh, manhunting pack. Polar bears, jeez. Okay, this one definitely needs a restricted inside order. Animals, animal area, safety point number 2. Get in there. Polar bear. Don't you dare let my doors open. So here they come. Everybody should be in at this point. The polar bears should hit a lot of deadfall traps and die. Oh dear. It's just that simple. And now they're going to start beating the door, probably. Oh no, we're all good. There's one left. Hey, alright. That was the easiest of all time. Okay, so restrict. Unrestricted. I want you to go out here and finish off the polar bears. Haul the rest urgently. That's a fair bit of meat that we could do with. All of those are being ordered to reinstall. Get them hauled urgently. I want that polar bear fur. I want that polar bear meat. Give me it all. I want it all, and I want it now. Have we got an order for hearty stews? We do. Alright, hopefully they don't make too much of this jerked meat. Because there's plenty of it, but I'd much rather have hearty stews, to be honest. But I don't think this much meat's going to last long enough for the hearty stews. I mean, we could try. We've got plenty of food. I could suspend it. Let's see how we go on that. I'll just keep checking back on the meat occasionally to make sure that it's not all rotted away or anything like that. They do favour the normal stews over the jerked meats, which I do think is correct because it puts them in a better mood. Jerked meats is kind of the pemmican of this particular run. I'm wondering whether or not we should hold off on... Well, the bear meat lasts just as long. Whether we should hold off on actually butchering the animals. It's 12 degrees in there, so a cooling thing wouldn't really change anything. Passive cooler. Because that only brings it down to 16 if I remember rightly. You know what? There's too much of it. It's going to rot if we don't do this. Make jerk meats, please. Make it all. And then just hopefully somebody will make enough hearty stews for at least the day. In fact, let's just like bump hearty stews up as much as possible. So these two are kind of competing for the meat, essentially. We should work out just fine, except for now Trobo's the only one actually doing the jerked meat, so whatever. Oh no, there he goes, he's back. Okay. Got a good quality short sword. Do I need to give anyone a new weapon? I don't know. Local squirrel has gone mad. Not even going to be bothered about that. As long as Kai makes a move. Oh dear. Fire. Fire. Fine. Punch it to death. There you go. Finish off the squirrel. Go do your own thing. Probably a scratch. Ooh, some bites. It's fine. It's a squirrel. And although they do carry so many harmful diseases, this one in particular did not. So that's okay. That chop wood order's been done already and we've got 141 left. You can kind of see why I need so many trees in our base. Already need to get back on that task. Just get a big order to chop some trees, please. Ooh, we're training our husky. What's he been trained in so far? Everything except for hauling. Okay. Okay. I don't know if I'd want to train to release him, because they go down so easy. Ideally, I essentially just want them to haul for me. But there's not much of that task remaining, and apparently our colonists are running out of things to do, which is kind of why I'm giving them all of these tasks. So all of that there is essentially apparel. Oh no, what it should be is essentially apparel that we're planning on disassembling. So if I go to details, I'm doing 60% hit points. I'll just do the quality, I guess. Hit points are neither here nor there on that one. So anything normal or below. Let's do normal, critically important, normal or below, We'll copy settings and then select similar. It's not going to work like that, is it? This will though. Paste settings. Okay. Anything normal quality goes in here, ready to be melted down / unsewn. Unwoven. Whatever you want to call it. How's this hair grass coming along? Yet again, it's one of those that's a little bit all over the place, but we know that these animals have been coming out here to chew on this. We've seen them do it. So that's kind of why that's the way it is. Running out of stone chunks in the local area as well. Interesting. Slate. I kind of want granite. There's a load of granite. There we go. Get all that hauled, please. Somebody should get on with that. We could even deconstruct some of this marble and get some of the flooring back and things like that. Just some extra stone blocks that we might want to use later down the line. If we're running out of tasks in the way that we are right now, we should probably consider sorting something out. You know, just as a random task. What I really want is this advanced smithing systems. I don't really want to go all in on the smithing until this is done. But we've got Hakuja already working on that. We've got somebody round the clock researching. It just takes them so long because we can't go any higher than the simple research bench. Whereas at this point we'd be having the high-tech research bench with the multi-analyzer attached on the side. If we were modding, we'd have filing cabinets, all sorts of stuff. Speaking of, I think there was something that we could add to our rooms, wasn't there? That made them a little bit better. I mean, there's writing desks, but I don't really want to add those. I swear there was like a bedside table or something like that. Well, there are end tables. I suppose we could give some end tables to people. With a quality restriction of good at least. And hopefully these come with the same copy. Yours can be there. Your room's a bit cramped. You can have one there. Yours is there. That's yours. That's yours. And then... oh, we want to rearrange your room a little bit, actually. We want to reinstall your room so it makes more use of the space available. The flooring in it needs to be slate flagstone as well. Right there. Let's make that extension off in that area. And I might reinstall this stool there, just to keep this space open, as it were. Uh-oh. Time to follow Brexios around for 9 years. Come on, guys. I'll have to keep an eye on him, because if everyone goes to bed, like they seem to have done, they'll murder Ape. We can't be having that now, can we? Sorry, Ape. It's going to have to be you. I'm going to have to keep unrestricting you, and you're never going to sleep, because Brexios won't let you. Isn't he your husband as well? So this is kind of on you anyway, Ape. There we go. Yep. Thought as much. Oh, you're ridiculous. Get your husband under control. Get rid of that tree. This looks ridiculous. We need to figure out a way to improve this, I think. Maybe diamond line down there. And remove that. That might work. And try that out. This right here, I've just noticed. Yeah, that needs filling in. And we'll fill it in down there as well. We could like plant flowers in some of the areas as well. Maybe in some of the growing zone, in some of these little corners, we should have like a growing zone that we hide. And it could have like daylilies. They kind of look... Oh no, it's dandelions. Yeah. Look like lovely little weeds. So maybe if we have it a little bit overgrown in some areas, and that might make it look quite nice. It'll add some beauty to the area while also improving the look of our roads, as it were. A party. Manu's throwing a party in the cramped area. Awesome. Enjoy the party, guys. Well, it's better than nothing. Hopefully it spreads a bit. Yeah, there it goes. But I think that adds like... Yeah, it's adding beauty. I don't know if it adds more beauty the longer it goes for, or anything like that. It's also something our dromedaries can actually eat as well, and our chickens. So they won't have to leave base as often, which means the restriction I have set for them to not go outside will be less necessary. Probably we'll still maintain it, but still. I'm thinking this should stop taking weapons. Although this doesn't disassemble weapons, does it? Which is really silly. It's the tailoring station that disassembles weapons, which I find really, really odd. But there you go. I'm just going to set it to poor then, I guess. And disassemble the weapons that way. We'll leave the percentage on the disassembling. But we'll be less picky about our weapons. The really good ones, though, they go in here ready to be equipped. This one's actually a bit of artwork. Interesting. This weapon bears a depiction of Orange Kanto polishing the surface of a deep water. Polishing the surface of a deep water. While smiling proudly, let's move on. 3 dancers gaze in awe. There is a small town to the right of the main scene. The work is shaded in hues of white and green. This illustration refers to Kanto finishing construction on a deep water on the 11th of August, 5502. Fair enough. Alright guys, well, we're going to leave off the episode here. I do hope you've all enjoyed, and if you have, then be sure to like, subscribe, hit that little bell icon and all that jazz, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.